Hello everyone and welcome back to another Marvel Champions video. Today Fantasy Flight posted an article with some more spoilers for Quicksilver. I'll leave a link down in the description so you can check that article out. It's just 4 cards this time, so 2 Quicksilver cards and then 2 just basic protection cards. So it looks like his deck is going to be a protection deck, at least to start, and then you can customize it from there. But first up here, we have Accelerated Reflex. It's a 2 cost upgrade. It generates an energy resource when you discard it. It's a condition and it's a superpower. And Quicksilver gets +1 defense. So pretty basic. Pay 2, and then he gets a +1 to his defense. There's not much on top of that, but it definitely makes his defense a little bit better. So that is Accelerated Reflex. We're going to move into our next card. And next up, we have Reinforced Sinew. It's a 2 cost upgrade, generates a physical resource when you discard it. It's again a condition and a superpower. And Quicksilver gets +1 attack. So we had the other one that gives you +1 defense. This gives you +1 attack. If you pump this, if you basically want to use him to do damage, you can play this on him, increase his attack, and then attack with him, and then he has the ability to ready himself like once per round. And then you have the cards like Always Be Running, which will allow you to basically ready him again. So I like that you can basically, if you want to have a more aggressive Quicksilver deck, you can put cards like this on him, and then use his ability to ready him to get that extra damage out. So that is Reinforced Sinew. We're going to move into our next card. And next up, we have Multiple Man. This is a basic protection card, so it can go into any deck. What I mean by basic is it's not a Quicksilver card. It's probably going to be part of his deck, but it looks like you'll be able to put it in other decks as well. Other decks that are running protection, I should say. 4 cost ally, 1 thwart, 1 attack with 1 incidental damage each. Comes in with 2 hit points. He's X Factor, and it generates a mental resource when you discard it. So again, X Factor, and as a response, after Multiple Man enters play, search your deck and hand for a copy of Multiple Man and put it into play. Shuffle your deck if it was searched this way. So I don't know how many copies you're going to get. I imagine you're going to get at least 2, hopefully 3. But I like that you can basically pay 4 resources. It's kind of expensive for basically a 1 attack, 1 thwart with 2 health ally. But the fact that you can basically pay 4 and get out multiple copies all at once is really interesting. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So you pay your 4, you play him, you search your hand in your deck for another copy, you play that. I imagine that will then trigger the response again if there is more than 2 copies in the deck. You then search your hand and deck again, play it, and then if you have again, I don't anticipate them putting up in 4 copies, even though there are. It looks like there's 4 copies of him on the card, plus the 2 ones that are like not wearing the exact same color as him. But it's going to be really interesting to see how many of this you can run, and then basically just kind of flood the board with copies of Multiple Man. So that's going to be a really interesting card. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, like I said, kind of expensive if it didn't do that. It's like four resources for a 1 attack, 1 thwart with 2 health, but with the added bonus that you get multiple allies into play, which can then block for you and all that kind of stuff. So that is Multiple Man. We're going to move into our last card. And we are back with Never Back Down. This is our last card for this video. 1 cost event. It generates a physical resource when you discard it. Again, it's protection card. It's defense. So hero interrupt defense. When you defend against an attack, you get +2 defense for this attack. If you take no damage from this attack, stun the attacking enemy. This is awesome. So this is definitely going to go right into my Captain America Stunlock deck. I'm probably going to take out, I think I have downtime in there right now. Downtime gives you a little bit of extra recovery, and I mostly just I don't really flip back into alter ego mode with Captain America all that often because I'm basically not taking a lot of damage anyway. So I'm kind of keeping downtime around because it does generate that physical resource, which is required for like tackle and heroic strike to either do extra damage or stun. So heroic strike, if you heroic strike does 6 damage, and then if you use a physical resource, it stuns, and then tackle does it stuns, and then if you use a physical resource, it does a little bit of extra damage, like 3 extra damage. But this is really awesome. So basically, and like if my deck fires off the way it should, I should be studying the enemy almost every turn. There's going to be a couple turns where you might not have the right cards in your hand to actually stun the enemy, and you might get attacked um, in one of those turns. So I like that you get +2 defense on this, and then if you basically don't take any damage, it's going to stun the enemy after that. So that's really cool. That basically, like, I do like that you're not taking any damage. You're also stunning the enemy. And again, with Captain America, you can then always just on your turn discard a card to ready him because that's his ability is that I can do this all day. It's discard a card to ready Captain America, and it's limited to like once per round, I believe. But this is huge because Captain America has 2 defense already. So with this, you're getting a +4. I think if you have the shield on him, you're going to get an additional defense as well. So that, like, if that's true, you have like up to 5 defense, and then if you have the other upgrades on him that allow you to ready him after defending, that could be huge because then you're going to go into your next round having the enemy already be stunned unless they flip over like an encounter card that lets them attack again or something, and then that just gets rid of the stun status. But this is definitely going to go right into my Captain America deck. It's probably, like I said, going to replace downtime because I'm not flipping into alter ego mode all that often. Um, Downtime generates a physical resource, which is used for those certain attacks and things like that. But this also generates that same resource as well, and I do like that. It basically costs 1. You can potentially stun the villain with that as well, or whatever enemy you're fighting. So that is Never Back Down. Again, that's our final card for this video. So that's going to do it for this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back again with more spoilers. Looks like there's spoilers coming out, multiple times a week now, depending on like what sites are revealing them. Again, this is from Fantasy Flight. This will be again. There'll be a link in the description where you can check it out. Again, that's going to do it. Thanks again for watching, and take care.